Happy Easter, everybody, and Tony here with a double feature review of Mascagni's Cavalleria Rusticana and Leoncavallo's I Pagliacci, which were shown last night at the Erkel Theater. The conductor was Matej Mori, the production was done by Georges Denlon, the set design was handled by Madeleine Schleich, the costumes were done by Priska Baumann, and the chorus master was Kalman Strauss. Now, since I am treating these two operas as two separate stories, I might as well be treating them as two separate reviews, as to be expected when it comes to Cavalleria Rusticana and I Pagliacci. So I'll start off with Cavalleria's costumes, production, singers, and overall conducting. The production starts off with a grayish setting with loads of mist, and we see a real-life horse on stage. After we get treated to Turiddu Siciliana, we then see Turiddu making love to Lola, and after Alfio comes in, he's rather suspicious about this entire affair. And we even get to see a lot of these masons moving a lot of these wooden houses around, as if though that these were the homes of Mama Lucia, Santuzza, and a lot of the other villagers. Overall, I really do like the overall sense that this is a village in Italy, specifically set to the 1930s to the 1950s. However, I'm not entirely a fan of the dreariness of it all, because I would have loved to have a lot more scenery, because whenever you think an Italian countryside, we think of a lot of grasslands, we think of a lot of beautiful scenery, so I felt like they didn't really carry that into this production, as it came off as dreary and just overall ominous, as if to really state the danger that's going to come in throughout this opera. But I also like the final shot in which we see Mama Lucia, Lola, and Santuzza basically just so thrashed after the entire events. I guess it's to also say that they were basically broken after what happened to Turiddu being killed by Alfio and then Alfio being led away by the police, which I really liked. I mean, the final shot alone just won me over. And what was also interesting is that we also see Santuzza coming into Mama Lucia's house wearing sunglasses, as if though that she really wants to be incognito, as she felt like her veil probably didn't really work out on her, because people might think, okay, she usually wears a veil every single time, so why not have her wear sunglasses? I thought that was rather interesting in its own special way. And, well, the costumes were very much great. I mean, it's very reminiscent of what the people wore in the 1930s and 1950s, and it was basically that reminiscent of what they wore at the time in Italy. So overall, while I'm not really a huge fan of the backdrops, I really love the final shot. I really love the fact that we even get to see a lot of these masons really moving the stage around, these wooden houses around, and, well, the costumes were very great all around. And now let's get to the singing. Singing our heroine, Santuzza, was Gyöngy Lukács, who I also saw last week singing the role of Queen Gertrude from Erkel's Bank Ban. I really love her stage presence. I really love her acting, and her voice was really fine all throughout the evening. However, what I do seem to notice about her voice is that it tends to have that vibrato-y sound, and it was quite evident because she also sang a lot of really difficult roles throughout her career. I mean, imagine singing Abigail, Santuzza, Aida, and a lot of heavy roles, and especially the Kostanichka from Yanufa for many years, and then you sing a Santuzza again. That's going to take a huge toll on your voice. And I felt like she was able to give such a very fine interpretation of Santuzza. She hit all of her notes really well, and she was a very capable actress, and she did a very fine job. Especially her shouting of Bada and A te la Malapasqua. I mean, it's nowhere as histrionic as, let's say, Giulietta Simeonato's or Fiorenza Cosotto's, or even has that bite in the singing as if when Agnes Balza and Waltraud Meyer sang it. But overall, she did a very fine job as Santuzza, and I could already sense that because of that theatricality and because of that overall stage presence that Madame Lukács has, I could already predict that she might sing Amneris in the near future because, well, I don't really like to be off topic because I really felt like she has the overall presence and the overall attitude to even sing something like not only Santuzza, but also the likes of Amneris. I mean, who knows? Maybe she might sing it in the near future. So I'm not going to mince words here. I thought that Gyungi Lukacs as Santuzza was very well sung despite a vibrato being evident, but she was able to carry off the evening with such fine acting and such fine histrionics, and she was a total stage animal. She really won me over as Santuzza. And then we have the role of Santuzza's faithless lover, Turidu, sung last night by Attila Fekete. Wow, what a voice. And I also heard him a few nights ago as Radames from Verdi's Aida. His voice was extremely serviceable to Turidu. It has the squealo, it has a lot of raw emotional moments as to be expected from any great singer of Turidu, and he just has a very charming and very much vibrant stage presence that you actually believe that Turidu is such a caddish bastard. He really won me over in this role. He really did a fabulous job singing Turidu all throughout the evening that he totally won me over. And his duet with Gyungi Lukacs as Santuzza was just like fireworks popping out of the stage. He was just absolutely fabulous as Turidu, vocally and theatrically. Then we have the role of Alfio, sung by the veteran Romanian dramatic baritone Alexandru Agache, who I've been following his career for many years. And what I've noticed about Alexandru Agache is that he has been very well known in the Italian and French repertoire, mostly leaning into the Italian repertoire, specializing in the likes of Rigoletto from Rigoletto, Simon Boccanegra, Scarpia from Tosca, and many, many other roles for a great dramatic baritone who specializes in Italian opera. I really love his voice. It is very reminiscent of the likes of Giuseppe Taddei, Tito Gobbi, and of course the inimitable Gian Giacomo Guelfi. It has that very rough and very tough and very masculine, virile, robust timbre. You can tell that he has been singing for many, many years, as his voice really aged like fine wine, and it has that really fine robustness in timbre that I come to expect in any dramatic baritone. He was able to play Alfio as a husband who is so concerned of his own wife that he will do anything in his power to make sure that his own darling wife won't be faithful to him. And when he notices that Turidu is being such a jackass and just screwing his wife instead of just tending to Santuzza, he unleashes his full fury on stage. And I bought it. And then we have the role of Alfio's wife, Lola, sung by Melinda Haita. I usually like a mezzo contralto singing Lola, but I thought that Melinda Haita as Lola was just absolutely gorgeous, absolutely kittenish, and her voice was very serviceable to this very thankless mezzo soprano part. It's not a part like, let's say, Waltraute from Götterdämmerung, or Amneris from Aida, or any of the huge mezzo roles, but it's a character mezzo role in which a lot of mezzos have been able to find some success in that. And with Melinda Haita, she has the looks, the temperament, the overall stage presence of this very thankless Mascagni character. She had a voice that was so even throughout all the registers, which was smoky in timbre, and just very focused as well. And her acting was very well done. And then we have the equally thankless role of Mama Lucia, sung by Veronica Dobi-Kiss, who has a very fine stage presence, and she has a very wonderful mezzo contralto voice. However, it's not a voice that's totally ideal for Mama Lucia. Whenever I think of a voice that is built for Mama Lucia, I would think of any contralto who has sung the likes of Clytemnestra, Erda, Ulrica, or even Madame de Coissy. Voices like, let's say, Otrun Wenkel, or Maureen Forster, Eva Podlesch, or even, let's say, Ernestine Schumann-Heink, Sigrid Onegin, or Jean Madeira. Any of those wonderful contralto voices. But with Veronica Dobi-Kiss, she was her own entity, and she really won me over as this very thankless mother figure. And she had a very fine mezzo contralto voice, which she loved to manipulate. So overall, I really have to say that the singing was absolutely top tier. And then we have the conducting done by Mate Hamori, which was very excellent as it really got my blood pumping. So overall, this Cavalleria Rusticana was very well done, and even though I had some mixed feelings about the production, I have to say that the singers and the conducting just blended well together, and especially the chorus. They were just very well done. I thought that they performed a lot better than how they performed in yesterday's Il Trovatore, or excuse me, Saturday's Il Trovatore, which was definitely a step up in my opinion. Well, that's it for Cavalleria. Be sure to tune in later where I review Mascagni, excuse me, Leoncavallos y Pagliacci, also at the same opera house, and that marks it as part 2. So stay tuned for that, everybody.